Hi, Connie Jo Holmes here, and welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you're here with me today. I'm here with my company, Be You to Be Full, which is the place to learn how to be you to live a fulfilled life. Even if you are working to enhance or improve certain aspects of your life, it's vitally important to remember that you are still beautiful as you are right now. You're just working to improve yesterday's you. I'm also somebody who I believe in continual growth and learning and application towards your life of what you've learned, just to always be the best version of you as you possibly can. And so today's video is actually going to talk about why is it that some people can set a goal in their life and just smash it, and other people struggle? So I wanted to share a perspective about that with you today, and this is all coming out underneath my desire to share with people how you can go from reacting to life to owning your life. And because of that, I am rolling out a 3-part series that talks about your mind, your body, and your spirit. And this video is actually video number 2 in the mind series. Okay. And so, I do have a blog that accompanies this, as well as a free download, and it's a worksheet about smashing your goals. And I will have this information in the description, but at the end of this, please jump on over to my website, which is conniejoholmes.com, to read that blog and to grab your free download. And as long as I'm talking about this stuff, if you do like this video, please click like. Please share this with your family and your friends, and then subscribe to this video as well. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. And then also, if you're getting value out of this or you have any questions, please leave a comment, because that'll be very helpful for me for future videos. So thank you for that. But anyway, so back to why are some people successful with goal setting and others aren't? I think it boils down to those individuals who understand your mind. And so I think we all know and have heard that there is a conscious part of your mind and a subconscious part of your mind. So let me give a couple of examples of that. So your conscious mind, that's what I'm doing right now. I am 100% focused. I am present. I'm aware. This is the only thing I'm doing right now. So I am 100% using my conscious mind, that part of your mind that's always aware. And then hopefully you, as my listener, you as well are using your conscious mind because you're listening fully. So then the other part of our mind, the subconscious mind, that is the part that you've probably heard people refer to as the autopilot part of our brain. Or people have referred to it in the past as very similar to a computer program, meaning that it truly does store everything that has ever happened in our lives, any memories that we have, any beliefs, any emotions, that type of thing. And it also is a place where our habits and our routines are created. Okay. So with that, I think we all know that some habits that we might have in our life can actually be our best friend. And then other habits that we have can actually be our worst enemy. So an example of that is, let's say you have you're one of those people who wake up 2 hours early before you need to go anywhere for the day, and you have such a beautiful, healthy, productive routine, whatever that might look like for you. That's an example of a routine and a habit being your own best friend. Well, opposite of that, let's say that right now you are stuck in a bad habit of hitting that snooze button 4 or 5 times in a row. And then when you do finally get out of bed, you are already 30 minutes behind schedule, and that has set the stage for your day. That's an example of a habit or a routine not serving you well. So that's where I think I want to go with this and talk about goals. Is it's important to know those 2 areas of our mind: conscious mind, subconscious mind. Because when you are actually creating a goal, which ultimately is a new habit or a routine, really, so it's important to know how those 2 parts of our mind, how they intermingle. Okay. So what'll happen is you decide that let's use that you want to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. So your conscious mind decides, this is the new goal that I want to set. And then your conscious mind also says, this is why this goal is important to me. And so that's your conscious mind. But then you go into your subconscious mind, and that is when you are programming your behaviors for you to reach this goal. And so you can do that in many different ways. And again, I go into more detail on this in the blog and the handout, but a couple of ways. Brian Tracy, who's an author of 80 plus books, he actually talks about how it's important to write out your goals and your desires every day. Like, I don't know, a minimum of 5 times, upwards of however many times you want to write it. But it's important to write them as I am statements in the present tense, as though you have already received that goal. And the reason you do that is because your subconscious mind actually does not know the difference between truth or fiction. So that's why you're programming it and you're feeding it. And so, and you write things as the present tense. I'll use one of my goals as a very concrete example. So before I did become a published author, how I would write my goals, it was written as I am an international best-selling book author of a book that changes lives and improves lives through the stories that I tell. So that is one thing that's very important to do. The other thing that's important to do, you may have heard about Louise Hay and mirror work. And what that is saying daily affirmations. But she actually suggests that you stand in front of a mirror, and just like the Brian Tracy stating it in the present tense, you look in the mirror and you say, I am whatever your goal is. Now, I think that's one reason why not everyone is successful with their goals, because doing those two things, they might sound cheesy, right? Especially the mirror work. I know the first several times I did it, I felt like a nutball. But you know what? Do it. Just do me a favor and just do it, because you are actually programming your mind and you're doing yourself and your ultimate goal a favor, because that is what helps you tremendously. But this is where I want to talk about how conscious mind and subconscious mind kind of dovetail and work together with being effective with your goals. So conscious mind sets your goal. Conscious mind says why this is your goal. Subconscious mind comes in and it's being programmed and fed as though this goal has already happened and it's a reality for your life. By doing that, you are setting the belief that you can have and you can accomplish this. Then bring back your conscious mind, because then that part of your conscious mind is actually going to put things to action. So going back to the waking up at 5 a.m. example. So if that's a goal and this is my why, and then I'm, stating in the mirror and writing down why this is important and what I'm going to do with this, then my conscious mind part will come in and it will actually make the work happen. And so what that'll be is, setting the alarm and putting the alarm in the other room so that I have to get out of bed to go shut it off. It'll be whatever my routine is going to be at 5 a.m., making sure that my surroundings are ready to receive me so that I can do whatever my plan was to be waking up that early anyway. So I just wanted to close with that and just explain how those dovetail and why having the conscious mind and subconscious mind work together are so important, and why I believe when people are not successful or fully successful with reaching their goals, it's because they might just be working with one aspect of their mind and not bringing in the other one. And so that is what the blog is going to go into a little bit more detail on, and definitely the worksheet that you can download. It's going to go into a little bit more detail with that. And so I just challenge everybody that if you're on this path with me, which I really hope that you are, that you do this work and you actually, as cheesy as it might feel and sound, do all of the work. Talk to yourself in the mirror, write these things down as though it's fact and truth right now. And trust me that when you do this and you create that repetitive habit, these things will come true in your life. As I said, this is the second of my videos, so it's not too late to catch up. The first blog that I had was again about the mind, but the download that I had for that one was called 7 Steps to Mind Your Mind. So that first set the stage for just getting your mind ready and what you need to do. So now the second one is actually about how to smash any goal that you set. So I look forward to seeing you here in just a couple of weeks with my next video. But in the meantime, please do this work. You'll be amazed at how your goals will come true. All right. Thank you so much. Bye bye.